Okay, we're gonna try it again. I got kicked off by bad internet and kind of a rainy day at my house. God, I was having fun with my serious walkthrough, you guys. All right, so now I had to switch it up. So it's Friday. Happy Friday. I'm just coming from a great seminar that I was at with Ivan Meisner from BNI. That was very inspiring. Really fun to listen to his story of how he's changed the way people network for business all around the world. But it's Friday. I'm just about to go into my house. My previous live that didn't work, I was talking about being a hunter's wife and just how I think everybody wins in that situation. A lot of people feel sorry for hunters' wives, but my friends who are hunters' wives, we like it. The hunter's happy, they're off doing what they like to do, and then we have the house to ourselves for the weekend. So if you're a hunter's wife and you enjoy being one, drop a little deer or something below, because I don't know, it's kind of a nice weekend for both parties, and then you reconnect on Sunday and everybody's happy because you had a little break. So anyway, getting ready to go inside to my kids, and I wanted to share my tips. I'm sharing tips for how to handle objections with network marketing. And we've gone over 3 already. I'm on my 4th. I'm going to take a break over the weekend and I'll come back for you on Monday. But the one I wanted to handle today and help you with is the one that we get all the time. Is it one of those pyramid things? Is it a pyramid scheme? Get it all the time. So I'm going to turn off my Ozzy's Boneyard. I think I called it Ozzy's Graveyard before. Same thing, right? But I was talking about before on Sirius, I love to ask people what their favorite Sirius radio station is. I just think it's fun to learn. And I run the gamut. Like, I listen to Ozzy, I listen to Lithium, I listen to Hair Nation. That brings me back to my high school years. I have fond memories of all the crazy things I did back then. But then I like hip hop and I like R&B. And then my kids love Hits One and Highway and classic rock, classic vinyl. That's what we always listen to. So anyway, let me know what your favorite Sirius station is too, just so I can get to know you. So I'm Chris Denton, and so how do you handle the objection? Is it a pyramid? It comes up all the time. And as I've said in my previous lessons in this series, I want you to embrace objections. The more that you handle objections and the more that you discuss objections with people, the better you're going to get. The better entrepreneur you are going to become, because you will always get objections. It's just part of being a business owner, and it's definitely part of being in network marketing. And so the more that you can have objections come at you, the better you will get at responding to them. It's not a place where you want to be defensive. It's not a place where you want to think that that means the person's not interested. And like I've said in the previous episodes, I'm 45 years old, and so my generation is very skeptical. As a generation, we are skeptical. And so something that you should almost expect and welcome, because it means that they want to learn more. And yes, they might not be interested at the end of the day in your product or service, but they might be. And so your job is just to make them feel comfortable and help discuss their objections and handle them in the appropriate way, and then, shake hands and move on. But is it a pyramid? So I want to make it really clear that pyramids are illegal. They are illegal. So when people ask me, is it one of those pyramid things? I say, no, they're illegal. What's your next question? I'm not a snot about it at all. It's just like, they're illegal. So no, the business that I'm with, we're working with a, consultant from Apple. Like, no, it's illegal. It's not a pyramid. And then often people don't really understand what a pyramid is. Okay. So a pyramid is when there's company or an organization and there's no goods or services being actually purchased or passed. Okay, that there's not really a business there. That's why they're illegal. And so if you are part of the direct selling, your business is part of the direct selling association, you have your average income earning statement, all of those things, that just shows that you're a business, that you have goods and services. I have sorry, let me hold my phone. I have a wearable device. That's part of my good. And then we have distributors, and yes, we have consultants and all of those things, but it's not illegal. We're publicly traded company. We have our income earning statement, at the bottom of our website. So do most companies, especially the ones in the Direct Selling Association. So when people say that, I think your first response should be, no, it's not. Those are illegal. And then also sometimes I will ask, what do you mean by, is it a pyramid? Because oftentimes they don't know what that means. They just think that's what I have to say, but they don't really know what it means. And so oftentimes when I say, what did you mean by a pyramid? They will say, well, one of those things where, you have a bunch of people under you and you're selling things and you make a lot of money and they don't know all those things. And so again, it's really just not being educated on what a pyramid is. And I mean no disrespect by that at all. It's just not understanding what that actually is. So I worked in corporate America for several years. So I'll say, okay, so let's just take corporate America, where you have the CEO and then senior executives and then, VPs and possibly middle management and then, the worker bees and all of those things. Like, will the middle management ever make more than the CEO of the company? Ever? The answer is no. Is that structure a pyramid structure visually? Yes, it is. You usually have CEO, executive leadership, kind of middle management, and worker bees, right? So I'll say, corporate America tends to be more of a pyramid structure financially and visually, as far as leadership goes. And so if you're talking about, is it multi-level marketing? Is it network marketing? Yes, it is. And then they'll go, oh, okay. Well, is it that, is it network marketing? And then I'll just have to explain, let me explain how network marketing works. So you guys listening in also understand most companies have advertising dollars, that they pay for TV commercials and print ads and internet advertisement and all of those things. Like, there's a huge budget that goes into advertising. I used to work for a major retailer in Minneapolis, and there's just huge advertising team and budget. Okay, with network marketing, their advertising dollars, if they were to have them, they go to the people on the street selling the product and the service. And so their marketing dollars go towards that. And that's why you'll see some of these bigger incomes in network marketing. That's where you're like, oh, there's no way. If that person's making, $10,000 a week or $1 million or whatever it is in multi-level marketing, it must be a scam. It's not. It's legal, and it's a legitimate business model that's been around for over 100 years. It generates, over $100 billion in revenue around the world. It's a very legitimate business model, as is the infomercial business model, which we used to think was cheesy, right? But now that's a distribution channel and a business model. So let me explain to you that those marketing dollars that could be going into, magazine advertisements, billboards, TV commercials, all of those things, they go to the person on the street, you, me, those of us in network marketing that are selling and sharing this product and service. That's why if those people are working really hard, okay, that's why you'll see some of those higher income levels, because they're getting the cut of the marketing dollar that these other companies, are spending tons, millions and millions of dollars on advertising, but it's internal using a third party. Okay, so just so you understand the structure. So again, I kind of got off on a tangent, but anyway, when that objection comes up, you guys, you just ask, no, it's not. Those are illegal, and then, do you have any other questions? Okay, because sometimes they just want to be told that. You can also say, you said, is it a pyramid? What do you mean by that? And help them. What do they mean? They usually don't know what they mean. They're not exactly sure what they're asking. And then, do you mind if I explain to you kind of how is it multi-level marketing? Is it network marketing? Because that's usually what they mean to say, but they think pyramid. And then I'll say, yes, it is. And are you uncomfortable with that? And they might be, right? Then do you mind if I explain to you, I have a corporate background, now I'm in network marketing. Do you mind if I explain to you kind of how it works? And then take the time to explain it. There's a great book called Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. Great book, you guys. Like, any of you in business, network marketing, whatever, great book. But it talks about this business, multi-level marketing, the business of the 21st century. It really explains how it works. But you can suggest that they read that book or pull up that website. You can pull up the Direct Selling Association, DSA.org, or guide them to that resource so they can read about direct selling businesses. And on the front page of DSA.org, it will show you kind of where retail trends are going, where network marketing trends are going, what categories are in network marketing. Really great resource. So sorry, my hair's driving me crazy. I gotta just keep playing with it. So those are the things that I do. And I just want you to understand, when you get that objection, because you just will. People aren't educated on the field of network marketing around the world. They're becoming more educated, right? But they're not. And then people, again, in my generation, 45 years old, so take 5 years, front and back of that, they're skeptical. So you need to expect it. But just please do not get defensive. This isn't personal. It's not directed at you. They're not judging you. They don't know what to say, and that's their first kind of go-to, and something that maybe they heard or learned, or maybe they had a bad experience. Maybe they were working with a distributor in a company that, wasn't easy to work with. But let me explain to you also, those of you listening in, when you have your network or your organization, like mine, for example, okay, I'm building a new network marketing company. I had a previous one for 6 years. It was awesome. Totally loved it. I worked with some of the most fabulous people in the world. I miss my team so much, but they are doing so great, and they're going to go way over what I did, and I'm really excited about that. And I decided to move on to a different network marketing company, okay? And so I am building a new organization, but anybody in my organization can make more than I can. So you don't actually have that pyramid structure, because they can go above what I'm making. Whatever effort they put in and the network that they have is going to direct how they are paid and compensated. They are the advertisers for our company. And so it's not a pyramid structure, even, not at all. We're a franchisor. That's how I look at it. I am a virtual franchisor. I have a bunch of franchisees, okay, and I get to cut off what they do. They get to cut off what their people do, but their cut might be a lot bigger than mine. And so they really create their own destiny, with hard work and dedication, of course. So I hope that helps. I don't want you to shy away from that objection. I love getting it, because it gives me an opportunity to explain, this is what a pyramid is. There's no product or service being passed, okay? They're illegal. They're illegal. And how a corporate structure, financially and leadership-wise, is structured, I like explaining that. And then explaining how compensation works within a multi-level marketing organization. And then actually explaining how the advertising dollars for these network marketing companies are just going to a different part than the advertising department of a traditional business, I guess. So I really welcome that objection, and I hope you will too, now that you've gotten a little comfort with it. It's one that you will get often, and just remember, don't treat people like they're ignorant. Don't get defensive. Just welcome it and just seek to educate. The more questions you can ask, you guys, and the more you can seek to educate the people that you're talking to, the further along you're going to get. It doesn't mean this person is going to buy your good or service or join your team, okay? We hope they do, right? But you never know. But you're educating them on the industry and on the product. And so I hope that this was helpful for your Friday night little jolt of these little tips and series, and then I'll come back to you on Monday. Now Black Sabbath is on, you guys. Should we hear what it is? I don't know if I like this one. I don't know Black Sabbath very well. I don't know if I can do this one. I used to like Black Sabbath, but like 2 songs. I'm a rocker, but I'm kind of like an 80s rocker. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that one. There's a little GNR. That's one of my favorites. That's a good way to go into my house end of Friday. So take care, you guys. I will see you on Monday. Is it a pyramid? No, it's not. Those are illegal. Educate. Don't get defensive, and enjoy the objections. It means they're interested and want to learn more. Okay.